Hello, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to determine the rate law and reaction order. A reaction between bromine and formic acid was studied at 25 degrees Celsius, and the following data were collected. The first question here says to use the data provided to determine the reaction order with respect to bromine and formic acid. To start, we're going to look for the reaction order in respect to BrO2. And to do that, you will keep formic acid constant. So we're going to be choosing the experiment where the formic acid remained constant. So experiment 1 and 2, this is constant. Okay, so I'm going to now compare experiment 1 and 2 of bromine and the initial rates. So if I look at what happened between 1 and 2, this doubled. This also, 2.5 to 5, that's also doubling. Okay, so they both doubled as you moved from experiment 1 and 2. When they are both doing the same thing, we say that the reaction is first order with respect to BrO2. All right, so that's it, first order. Now, if we move on to formic acid, again, we're going to keep bromine constant. So bromine concentration is constant in experiment 1 and 3. Therefore, I'm going to compare experiment 1 and 3 of formic acid and initial rates. So what happened here? This doubled. It went from 0.1 to 0.2. That's doubling. While the initial rate remained constant, nothing happened. When you have such situation, it means that the reaction is zero order with respect to formic acid. Okay, zero order. And that is it. First order with respect to bromine and zero order with respect to formic acid. The next question is asking us, what is the overall order of reaction? The overall order would just be to add 1 and 0. That gives us 1. Therefore, we have first order overall. First order overall. That's how you solve it. Add the orders together. Whatever it gives you becomes the overall order. The next one is asking for the rate law of this reaction. Now, the rate law would only consider first order and above. Zero order is the same thing as just saying the BrO2 times 1. This is the same thing as 1. Anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. Okay, so this is not going to appear in our rate law. So the rate law will be rate equals K, which is the rate constant, times BrO2. Okay, that's our rate law. The next question says, calculate the value of the rate constant, including the correct units. Since we already have the rate law to be rate equals K times BrO2. To calculate the constant K, we're going to rearrange this equation to make K the subject. So we do that by dividing the two sides by Br, so that these Brs will cancel out, and our K would be rate over the concentration of BrO2. I'm going to choose experiment 1, okay? So the value of the rate, initial rate here is 2.5 times 10 raised to the power of -4 molar per seconds over concentration of BrO2, which is 0.10 molar. The molarities here we cancel out, and the final answer will be 2.5 times 10 raised to the power of -4 divided by 0.1. And that gives me 0.0025 per seconds. And that is it. Now the last question says, predict the initial rate of the reaction if the BrO2 concentration is equal to 0.3 and the formic acid is equal to 0.1 molarity. To solve this, we need our rate law again. So the rate law equals K times BrO2 concentration. Our K, we just solved for that, okay? The K that you calculated previously, you're going to make use of it here. Multiply by the molarity of Br2 that they gave us. Now, we do not care about this because that is zero order. So you only use what you have on your rate law. So we're going to multiply, and that gives me 0.00075 molar per second. And that is how you calculate the initial rate. I hope this video has helped you in some way. And if it has, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, or follow me for more chemistry tips. Bye for now and see you in my next video.